My name is Shamim Kumandan and I'm the Managing Director of Washtub Industrial Laundry Service. We're situated in Parow in the Western Cape, and we predominantly service the Western Cape and surrounding areas. So I started this business in 1995 in Stellenbosch. We were living in Stellenbosch at the time, and my son was diagnosed with ADHD. I needed 1,000 rand to pay for his therapies, and I came across a franchise to do washing for students, and that's how we started this business. I had no starting capital. I borrowed 4,500 rand from my brother, who funded me so that I could actually start the business. When I started the business, I was the only employee, and on the day that I started, someone walked in and she became the first employee. Today we have about 122 people. So our entire facility is SANS 10146 compliant. That's a laundry guideline. And basically linen is received and processed in a U formation. So linen would come in on one end and leave on the other side with no cross-contamination. A piece of linen is ideally received by a driver and a van assistant. It's then brought to the laundry. Then it is checked in by a receiving clerk who would check for deficiencies in the linen. The linen's then separated, where it's segregated by its classification. The type of linen, is it a towel, is it a sheet, how dirty is it? So there's various degrees of classification. It would then go through the wash process, where it is washed according to time, temperature, chemistry, mechanical action, all predetermined, pre-programmed. Linens then moved on a conveyor belt, so everything's automated. So out of the washing machine into the dryer, and from there it would go through its quality control processes. Does it need to be re-washed? Does it need to be repurposed, or can it go on for finishing? And then it then comes out for finishing, where it's again quality controlled, separated. Who does this belong to? Are we making sure we're giving the correct linen to the correct client? Then all packed, ready for delivery, and handed or basically transported to the client in a vehicle that has been previously disinfected. So we use what is called a UV light, very unique to our company, and all our vehicles are disinfected. So when your linen comes to you, it's not only clean, it's disinfected, hygienically clean, ready to use. The challenges that we faced were mainly financial, breaking into an existing market, not having the money for growth, and growth was then organic. We also needed to learn laundry isn't just laundry as you imagine it to be. So we needed to learn about chemicals and textiles and everything that goes with industrial laundry. Today, we're not faced with the same challenges, but finance is always a challenge, but mainly breaking into existing markets. It was at the time a male-dominated industry, and we're still faced with that, where you need to get through you need to go through those gatekeepers before you can actually get a contract. So expertise counts for a lot right now. When I started the business, I didn't know about cedar at all. I only found out about cedar through a business consultant in 2014. So the first intervention that I got from cedar was actually a payroll system, an automated payroll system. Called VIP. And at the time when my cedar consultant met me, she asked what was my biggest nightmare, and when she met me the day, she says, I can't see you, I'm busy with wages. I was doing 83 people's wages on a series of spreadsheets of Excel, and she said to me, I can help you. And she then gave me or offered me the automated payroll system. It brought accuracy, efficiency, and just put us on top of our game. My time was freed up. I had more time to go and do other things. Made a huge difference to our business. During COVID, we needed to be agile in decision making. we needed to bring interventions. So what we did was we cut costs immediately. We attempted to maintain staff so that they were not impacted. We went out and did domestic laundry, which we hadn't done before. We asked people to bring in their blankets. We took on just about anything that we wouldn't have taken on before, just in order to keep our numbers up, to keep the cash coming in, and to contain our expenses. That was the most important. We applied for the TERS fund. It was a tedious process. We belonged to a bargaining council. We were not allowed to do our own application. So the application went through the bargaining council. It took an age to happen. We got paid much later than we expected. We only got partial payment for less than 50% of staff, and we only got paid for April and for May. And after that we had no money, and we had to survive, and we had to make things work. We had to ensure staff was still covered with salaries. So it's been tough, it's been very hard. I've not been impressed with the process at all. The people that we employ are unskilled, very often previously domestic workers. We then give these people intense training in terms of personal hygiene, in terms of their own hygiene and how they manage themselves. They go home and they impart this knowledge to the people around them. They implement it in their homes. Not everybody washes hands. We've been washing hands since way before COVID. And I think that, with the growth, with having 122 people on board, it's not only the 122 people, it's the people in their families. Every family has about 4 to 5 people, so we do make a big difference. I think in our own little way, we make a big difference. This business, Washtub, contributes to the well-being of the people, and in so doing, to the National Development Plan. I would recommend CEDA to everybody. In fact, some people ask me if I work for CEDA. Some people ask me if I get commission from CEDA. I promote CEDA and its consultants just about to everybody I know. Register, get the necessary interventions and assistance, because it's there, it's available, and people need to tap into it. I'm passionate about people, and that keeps me motivated to come here every single day. To CEDA and to small business that is still struggling to get business off the ground, I'd say to CEDA, carry on doing what you're doing. Don't give up on the people. Don't give up on the small businesses with the small minds. Through CEDA, you see a bigger picture. You do need to put some of your own money in as well, but get your business off the ground. Just keep going, keep going. What sets me apart from my competitors, I think, is the passion that we have, the love for the business, the love for the people, the loyalty to the customers, and we're innovative. We're forward thinking. So we're always looking for new ways to do stuff. When we, for example, installed our tunnel washer, we were the first private company in the Western Cape to install a tunnel washer. It was a huge investment. Too, we're the only company in the Western Cape that uses RFID tagging. So Washtub Laundry was chosen to be a gazelle. So as being part of the Gazelles program, we had the intervention from CEDA. It was phenomenal, absolutely groundbreaking. CEDA funded what we call RFID tagging, and we were able to implement RFID tagging into our business. It has changed, or rather revolutionized, what we do and how we do it, and it's currently our unique selling point. People can get hold of us by contacting us on our website. It's www.washtub.co.za. People can also contact or leave a message or visit our Facebook page, and we ask that you please like and follow us. We also have a LinkedIn page, and that's where people can get hold of us as well. Our telephone number where people can reach us is 021-931-3786. You can also reach us on 082-786-1966. That's on 24 hours. We deliver clean and pristine every time, on time.